Zerchev, he needs a 9.875 to overtake Canada's Curtis Hibbert.
Well, we've seen him in nearly every men's event so far, and he's done so well, and believe me, this is the longest and toughest high bar routine I've ever seen. It exceeds the minimum difficulty by like double. Here comes a release out of a one arm. Perfect. He just wails away on this high bar. And just looking at him, I think he worked a lot of weights while his leg was recovering. He just has developed so much upper body strength. And you know that if this man stays in one piece, he's going to be dynamite in the Olympic Games. And there it is, a double flyaway, and the Bionic Man has done it again. Now take a look how high his head gets above the bar. He really gets about as much lift as I've ever seen. He is an astonishing gymnast. Oh, what a great future.
A score of 9.925 for Bila Zerchev. This moves him into first place now. Here's the only American in the finals of the competition, Sabrina Marr from Monterey Park, California. Let's take a look now at Sabrina's typical day back home. Somewhere amongst the healthy, happy students of Marina High walks a world-class athlete. She commutes to Marina High School, which is at least a one-hour drive anywhere in Los Angeles.
I listen to my car stereo and I blast the music, so it's not too bad.
She takes classes in physiology and advanced calculus. Her principal is impressed.
I would imagine that if she were just focusing on her academic program, she'd be one of the top scholars in the school.
She attends a pep rally complete with all the pomp, noise, and general hoopla 300 high school seniors can generate. She tops it off with her second physical workout of the day. And Sabrina Marr is just another normal Southern California teenager trying to juggle too many things at once.
I just concentrate on my goals mainly. I try to block everything else out, but then again, you don't think about failing. You don't think about the negative sides until you have to deal with them. And, you know, that failing is just sometimes a part of reality that you have to cope with and use to learn from.
Sabrina says her coach, Don Peters, is a father figure, the helping hand and comforting shoulder when the muscles and limbs begin to weaken under all the stress and strain.
I think he's got to give it more than I do. In that case, that if I do well at championships, he gets most of the credit.
Is that good?
I think so, yeah. I think he deserves it.
Whatever happens in her future, Sabrina Marr's success will be directly influenced by her commitment to gymnastics. The eyes that long for the future belong to the students, like young Sabrina Marr today.
Radians per second. And that's supposed to be more curved.
Sabrina Marr now prepares for her floor exercise, the only American in the finals. Kathy, did the U.S. team expect more?
Well, there's been some turmoil surrounding the American women's program, bad feelings concerning who should be national coach and exactly how the women's program should be run. The Federation is really trying to work it out, but in this competition, I think the athletes have suffered, and that's why you don't see more in the finals. But Sabrina is here, and I think knowing she's the only one representing the United States here, she must feel the extra pressure to do well, and so far she's doing just that. Although she's had to wait for 3 events to go by, the anticipation sometimes is very difficult and draining. Whip over, flip-flop, double back, and big break right there. Just not quite enough rotation. That's a big disappointment. Sabrina has wonderful choreography, fits her personality. Nice music. Now she's really going to have to get the energy going to complete this last tumbling run. Whip over, double back. Oh, it looks as if she slipped right there. You can see where the chalk was. Some of the athletes mentioned that the floor exercise pad was slick, and if your timing isn't just right, you're going to do what Sabrina did and slide a little bit.
What a disappointing week for the Americans. They will have to regroup before the Summer Olympics. And her performance seemed to illustrate the frustrations of the American team this week. And with a score of 8.85, Sabrina Marr finishes last. More drama now over on the men's high bar, and with a 10, this man, Holger Berendt from the German Democratic Republic, can tie Bilazerchev for the high bar gold.
And Becky, there are two ways that gymnast can express his individuality. Either you can develop new and unique moves, or you can take the same old moves and find a new way to do them. And Berendt does both of these things. There he does a nice twisting move with a one-arm giant. And here comes a move called a gudzogi. Watch now, over the top of the bar, a back somersault re-catch. Van Hayden, one of the American gymnasts, does that so well. A little flat on his cast, moves so well on the high bar. Watch the dismount now. A straddle, full twisting double flyaway, just a tad short on the end, but really a nice, unique routine.
A score of 9.9 for Holger Berendt. This will tie him for third place. Dmitry Bilazerchev wins the gold on the high bar. Curtis Hibbert from Canada, the silver. In women's floor exercise, Elena Shushinova and Danielle Silivosh tie for the gold. Aurelia Dobre wins the bronze, a young lady we'll be hearing a great deal from in the future. Summing up what we've seen this week here at the World Gymnastics Championships, the last major competition before the Summer Olympics, very strong performances from the Romanian and Soviet women's teams. On the men's side, the Soviets and Chinese look powerful. And so long now from the land of wooden shoes and windmills. For Gordon Maddox and Kathy Rigby-McCoy, I'm Becky Dixon.
The World Championships you saw were recorded in October. And as you also saw just a few moments ago, Tim Daggett appeared to suffer a career-ending injury. It was a severe injury, and Tim Daggett is with us, and I can happily report that Tim Daggett is back and working. And Tim, welcome. We're glad you could be with us.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Tim, first of all, we have a video clip of that injury, and could you take us through exactly what happened, and then tell us about the rehabilitation that's underway now?
Sure. Well, I'm running down here for vault, and I'm about to hit the board, and I felt everything was fine. When I landed, my leg just completely shattered. It's hard to describe what you're feeling there, and the biggest problem was I tore an artery, and that required quite a bit of care. I had 5 different surgeries, and at this point I'm just in therapy, and it was really critical for me, if I wanted to continue and go on to Seoul, that I get back, into some kind of physical activity. And I'm just basically getting my body set for going into the gym, and this is one of the first days where I'm actually working out, just swinging on parallel bars a little bit and doing a little bit of strength, just getting back into the gym and getting back into the swing of things.
Okay, Tim, you are still wearing what I guess would be called a high-tech cast, so to speak. When will you be able to really go all out and get into the type of shape you'll have to be in?
Well, I'm hoping that by May I'll be able to start doing a few of the landings and some of the things that I need to do to be competitive to get ready for Seoul.
Okay, a two-part question. We saw the American team with a very poor showing in those championships. Will we be better in Seoul, and will you be there?
Oh, yeah, I think I'll be there, first of all, and I think we'll be much better as a team. I think there's something special about the Olympic Games in a sport like gymnastics, especially here in the United States, and I think that the team will really come together and we'll have a great showing in Seoul.
Well, Tim, thank you for joining us. We wish you all the very, very best, and good luck on your comeback, and we hope to see you in Seoul.
Thank you very much.
Tim Daggett, as you can see, on his way back. Well, a reminder as we draw to the end of Wide